Research Methodology 101. How to conduct interviews like a pro. This clip is about preparing for a research interviews. My name is Dr. Javed Anjumsher. Qualification criteria for the interview. Knowledgeable, being familiar with the topic. Structuring, outline the procedure of the interview. Clear, simple, easy and short questions which are spoken distinctly and understandably. Gentle, being tolerant, sensitive and patient to proactive and unconventional opinions. Steering, to control the course of the interview to avoid digression from the topic. Critical, so test the reliability and validity of what the interviewer tells. Remembering, retaining the subject information from the interview. Interpreting, provide interpretation of what is said by the interview. Stages of investigation. Thematizing, the why and what of the investigation. Designing, plan the design of the study. Interviewing, conduct the interview based on a guide. Transcribing, prepare the interview's material for analyzing. Analyze, decide on the purpose, the topic, the nature and methods of analysis that are appropriate. Verifying, ascertain the validity of the interview findings. Reporting, communicate finding of the study based on scientific criteria. Training of the interviewer. Since the interviewer can control the quality of result, is her training become crucial. It is important to organize in detail and rehearse the interviewing process before beginning in the formal study. Describe the entire study. Interviewer need to know more than simple how to conduct the interview itself. They should have background of the study and why the study is important. Explain the sampling logic and process. Naive interviewer may not understand why sampling is so important. They may wonder why you go through all the difficulties of selecting the sample so carefully. Understand why it is important that they not bias the study. By slanting the results, they might jeopardize the result or purpose of the study. Tips for conducting interviews. It is important to choose the right method for your specific research. This can help you determine the most effective method to obtain the data you need for your research. Another important step is developing your interview questions and process. The question you ask can vary by the type of research you conduct, but many researchers prefer to ask open-ended questions. Depending on what interview method you are using, you might want to ask another person to facilitate the interview. For example, if you are using the focus group method, you could consider hiring a professional focus group moderator so you can get the best results from the interview. Be sure to take notes throughout the interview so you can reference them as you can analyze your result. After conducting your research interview, you can analyze the response data, review your notes and any interview transcript or recording to see how your data relate to your research. Tips for conducting interviews continue. You can also determine whether you want to complete follow-up interview to gain additional information. One tip for conducting effective research interview is to record your interviews. Recording your interviews can help you ensure you collect accurate data and don't miss any important part. You can use a camera or a voice recording application for in-person interviews. For online interviews, you may be able to use screen recording or software or video chat applications built-in recording feature. You can also convert your recording to a written transcript so you can reference it later. Researchers usually begin the research process with the research question, which is a question that they center their research on and attempt to answer. Keeping your research question in mind can help you ensure you ask questions and collect data that contribute to your research overall. Procedure. Occasionally verify the tape recorder if you are using is working. Ask one question at a time. Attempt to remain as natural as possible. Encourage responses. Be careful about the appearance when note-taking. Provide translation between major topics. Don't lose control of the interview. Write down any observation made during the interview. Preparation for interview. Choosing a set with the least distraction. Explain the purpose of the interview. Address terms of confidentially. Explain the format of the interview. Indicate how long the interview usually take. Allow the interview to clarify and doubts about the interviewing. Prepare a method for recording, for example, notes. These are some before and during and after. Just read it and try to apply them. These are references. If you have any question, write down in comment section. I will answer it and subscribe it. Thank you.